Day 2. The human head. In case you're new, let me tell you how this works. On yesterday's video, I found the best tutorials that I think will work to show you how to start learning the human head. They're really simple and basic tutorials. What I'm going to do today is that I'm going to use those tutorials and some extra information from me so we can make a good human head tutorial. Basics for beginners lesson. We don't have a lot of time to lose. This is going to be a long one. Let's go.
Let's go through some basic proportions. I am not going to be super precise. First, because even though there are guidelines you can find, they are not 100% accurate. And second, because I am not aiming for realism in this video. Let's do a quick front and profile view to start. It begins simply enough with a circle. Keep in mind, this is not actually a circle, it's a sphere. The lines cross in the middle of the sphere. The human head is not spherical, so we need to do the jaw. The distance between the bottom part of the jaw and the circle is roughly half a circle. Once you extend the vertical line, you can simply draw a small base for the jaw and then finish the shape by drawing the size of the head. For the profile view, use the same distances as in the front view. The vertical line in the circle will now be used to define where the jawline ends. This is also where the ears will begin. Now for the eyes. On a frontal view, the size of the eye is roughly 5 times the total width of the head. The placement of the eyes is defined by the horizontal line that crosses the circle. The nose is as wide as the space between the eyes. The mouth will be at the bottom of the circle, and its width can be defined by the center of each eye.
I'll explain the eyebrows later. Now let's just do the profile.
See, the line that is roughly at the center of the circle can be used to mark the start of the ears. The ear will start at the line of the bottom of the nose and it will end near the line of the eyebrow.
Now it doesn't look entirely right, but that's because the skull is not actually a circle, it's a bit wider than that. Now let's do something a little bit more cartoony so you can see that you don't have to get the proportions exactly right to have a face look good.
If you look at this drawing, you can see I'm not ignoring the proportions shown before, I'm still using something similar to them to make the face look proportionate, even though it isn't realistic.
I'm doing this to show you that you don't have to drive yourself crazy trying to get the proportions right.
Now let's do a 3/4 angle view so you can see some volume on the head. In this angle, it's easier to understand that the lines go all the way across the sphere and they are not just flat lines.
I was thinking about using an actual ball to show you this, but actually I don't have any balls in my house because I suck at sports.
To get the nose in an angle, I like to draw a line that goes across the eyebrows to get a good sense where it should begin. This way I can make sure that it is right between the eyes.
Now let's work on the skull and see how its shape defines the faces that we draw.
First, the eye sockets. These ones are big. The eyeballs are a lot bigger than what we see when we look into someone's eyes. The cheekbones are really important. They define, with the jawline, the shape of the face and are also a big influence on the shape of the eyes. Now let's draw a face on top of it. See, the size of the socket defines the size of the eyeball, and the cheekbones and the ones on the eyebrows define the shape of the eyelids. The shape of the face will be a lot smoother than the skull. The placement of the mouth is logically defined by where the teeth are.
Now we're going to use the 3D skull that I showed you yesterday to draw some faces on top of it.
Now, using the skull as reference, you can see the proportions better. You should try this yourself. Let's do another one. Getting everything right in perspective is a lot trickier, but it makes for great practice. That's not too bad. Another! And another.
I didn't think I would enjoy doing this so much. I actually learned a few things doing this myself. Now let's use the other 3D model to try to see how the skull would look like.
In this case, the artist decided that the line that says where the eyes should go is not in the middle of the sphere, but just a bit below. Even though you can't see them, the cheekbones define most of the shape of this face. So her skull would look something like this, right? Let's draw a face on top of it and compare.
Well, it looks nothing like her, but it's still a good face.
Let's try this one without looking too much at the model. Getting the volumes of the eyes is one of the hardest things to do. I need to practice a lot. And last, this one has a really tricky perspective, and it's usually one that most artists have problems with.
Especially those with a double chin like mine. Look at this. I can't use my face as a reference.
See, I traced it and I still got it a bit wrong.
And last, let's use a simple skull shape to do some expressive faces.
You can already see that this one is smiling, right?
And that's it for today. On the next video, I'm going to be making an illustration using all the skull and expressive faces and eyes and eyelids and like cheekbones and all that stuff. Remember to subscribe if you like this video, remember to recommend this video if you like it, remember to share it if you think that it will be useful for someone. I am Javi, I can draw, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!